But one night I was scrolling on TikTok when I came across a video that I found very funny. Not because it was some new meme, no, because it was such a ridiculous take. This is Egg, and he is what I would consider Ireland's youngest far right TikToker. Now, his takes aren't your normal far right takes, ban immigration, all that. No, his are a lot more extreme. Though I thought this would make a very funny video that I could debate him and just laugh at how ridiculous they are. But I saw in his TikTok bio that he had linked his Discord, so I decided to join his server to see what was it about. And I was in one of the biggest shocks of my life. This is the story of how a normal, bizarre TikTok channel turned into one of the worst experiences I've ever had on an app. Okay, before I dive into the Discord, I just want to look at one of the videos I wanted to originally talk about. Because originally I just wanted to make this primarily on his TikTok, but I think what I saw on the Discord, I think that deserves the priority. But here's one of the videos that popped up on my view page, and the caption says, "Reading and writing should be reserved for the elite." So let's see what kind of insightful knowledge this scholar has that makes him so much more superior.
When you look at a society and you look at its literacy rate and you see that there are a vast majority of people in that society who cannot read or write, and that is considered to be a bad thing, and you see here in the West our literacy rate is extraordinarily high.
Yeah, that's a great thing, for centuries very few people could read or write, and it is awful that there are still millions who can't.
You basically will not find anybody who cannot read or cannot write. And people think that this is a great thing and it's a marvel of the 21st century and how we're so sophisticated here in the West that everybody can read and write. Fuck all that shit.
Why? That's a great thing.
Reading and writing should be a thing reserved for nobility, for actual intelligent people who have things to say, who don't just ream off fucking nonsense and write.
What the actual hell? Like, you're kind of fucking exhibiting this here.
Write shit for the sake of reading shit. How oftentimes do I find myself on the internet and I see a block wall of text 200 fucking words long?
200 words? God damn, it's a fucking novel. Jeez, how can I ever read that? Oh my word. Look, this video is like 2 minutes long. Like, it is way too long to be when it's not the focus of this video. So, you've basically seen what his takes are like. He gets all mad about people with an opinion and thinks that only his is right. So, I think we'll move on now swiftly to his Discord. And once again, I just want to make it clear that there are some very hateful comments in this Discord, so I do apologize. Okay, so I just want to start off by reading off the rules to this Discord because they a bit concerning. So, first one, overtly sexual, freaky / homosexual shit will get you the @exile role. Now, I don't know, is this like spreading fucking porn, or is it like if you are openly gay, you get exiled? I don't really know. Next one, trying to dox anyone will get you the @exile role. Seems a bit tame compared to the first rule. Like, getting, if you try to openly dox someone, you get the same punishment as being gay, which, yeah, that doesn't seem great. Malicious blasphemy will get you the @exile role. I don't quite know what that would entail. Is it just like talking shit? I don't know. If you hate these rules, as need not apply, I will banish you forever. Ooh, about to get banned, guys. There's just a few other rules, like if you're in the dungeon one, only you can type and you can't type in anyone. But anyway, so I've had a little browse through some of these chats, and surprisingly, the worst one is probably either the hot takes one, or actually what's probably even worse is the fan art section. So let's just have a quick look. Obviously, I'm going to blur everything. Now, straight away, someone's made an AI image of him in a Super Value, which is like a shop here in Ireland, a Super Value t-shirt, and it says apply of the year. Very random. I don't know what that means. Is it some kind of inside joke? I don't know. And he replies, "You got to be bored," and he says the N-word. Yeah, mind you, he's as white as the fucking days long. Okay, that's just Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Egg, which is just what the fuck? I don't know. But there's one that I saw that really, it really yeah, it wasn't great. I'm going to have to blur this, but I just want to show. And here it is. Now, I'm going to have to blur this for obvious reasons. Because, well, you can't see this, but essentially it is a picture of George Floyd, the man who was murdered back in, I think it was 2020, I think it was. It's the picture of him being murdered by the police officer, and Egg's face is edited onto the police officer, and George Floyd, his face has been covered up by a picture of a girl. Now, who is this girl? Well, this is Rebecca. Now, she is rather famous in the Irish TikTok space. She is, well, annoying, very posh D4 TikToker. But, with that being said, she's just any normal TikToker. She doesn't do anything. But Egg here, he seems to have a vendetta against her. And I'll show you a clip proving my point. So this right here is his kick, where I don't know how frequently he streams, but he streams, and I'm just gonna go to one of his clips here that's gonna prove my little point from last time.
Literally tens of thousands of them in this country, sadly. Tens of thousands, and I'm being kind. There may even be a whole lot more. Why are there no pictures or videos of her being half naked though? She has class or what?
What the fuck? Like, why do you want to see her fucking half naked? So this is Rebecca's TikTok, if you cannot tell. Yeah, he's asking why there's no TikToks of her being half naked, and what the fuck, like.
Millions? I mean, there's only probably 2 million Irish girls in the country anyway. Our population is supposedly 5 million, but doesn't that include all these Indians and blacks?
Oh, lovely. Bringing racism into this now, because this couldn't get any fucking worse.
How does she get? I don't know. She gets a lot of views because she's a pretty skank. That's why.
Ah, mate, Jesus, she showed ankle. Oh, good God, ankle. Jesus, call the priest. We need an exorcism this moment. Jeez, keep it in your pants, fella. Her TikTok's the fucking bog standard. What? There's nothing wrong with it. And just because she's a female, and because you think that you're fucking better than her, you think that it's the only reason she's popular is because she is attractive, which is just fucking bogus.
Bonnie Blue numbers.
Sorry, I'd seen this clip before, but I hadn't finished it all the way. He just finishes with Bonnie Blue numbers. Oh, mate. Oh, good lord. Okay, so now I wanted to talk about what are the members of his server saying? Because we've looked at what he said, his takes on TikTok Kick, and what he said on the server. But what are the members saying? Well, I'm in what is called the IRL chat. I don't know what the difference between that and general chat is, but basically someone made a post. I'm not going to show it because it is literally just showing a person that probably did not consent to be in his picture being in this Discord, but it's just him with his arse out. And a user, who I will blur his profile picture and name, has replied with "End your life, F slur," posting this F slur shit. And someone's replied, "He's a friend of mine." And then someone replied to the first guy, said, "It's only gay because you made it gay, by the way. He's just being a dope, not gay." And it's just yeah, there's just so many slurs in this fucking Discord, and it's just Do these guys literally have nothing better to be doing than being just extremely racist and homophobic? It baffles me. Another thing is, there's a lot of pictures of Nazis. I do know quite a lot about Nazi history, but I'm not quite sure who this is. I'll obviously have to blur the symbol, but there's a lot of that in the server. We got another one here. Great. And then that same guy who said the F slur, he said, the real guys he's based on a character off of such as the Ashkenazi phenotype. Aryan spirituality is so fucking goated. It's crazy how much sense it makes, and you should understand how life is just a constant struggle. Oh, fuck's sake. Like, mate. And the original creator in his bio, Egg, he has a double lightning bolt in his bio. I'm not going to insinuate. I'm not going to say he's a Nazi because I haven't seen him say any of this. But like, when there's people in your server literally like posting chats about how good the Aryan race is, I think, you know, you have to at least do something, mate. Like, even just have a fucking word with them saying, "Hey lad, stop posting fucking pictures of Nazis." It's disturbing. Like, you see this stuff like in America with like far right neo-Nazis, but like you'd never think that there'd be people in Ireland, where I assume most of these people are from because the creator is Irish, such as myself, would be like this. It's just, yeah, it's insane. Okay, so I'm back in the fan art tab because I could not find the original post to this because there's like a million chats this could be in and they're all flooded. But basically, it's a fan art of him, and he's saying, "Grooming doesn't exist. Young girls want to be with older men. No girl in the moment thinks they're being groomed. Society tells them years later that it was grooming, and women love being victims, so they can run with it." Mate, that's just fucking sick. Jesus Christ. Like, come on. Grooming is a fucking awful thing. Like, it does obviously exist. Like, using, like, it's just, these guys, they think that, like, women are fucking the cause of all problems and they should be at home with their husband, no matter who it is, whether they're fucking 60 or 21, having children, and that, like, they shouldn't complain. It's just, mate, come on. Digital footprint's a real thing. Like, you're going to get a job in like 5 years' time, which you probably don't have at this very moment because you're too busy at home in your fucking mother's attic talking about fucking far right shit. And you say this shit, like, mate, come on. Like, I don't know. I'm lost for words, to be honest. Like, it's this server is just fucking evil. Like, I haven't been in many Discord servers, and I know there are servers that are probably much, much worse. But it's just like, this is the worst I've been in. Like, that's the funniest thing is he's got a fucking Minecraft tab. Yeah, he's got a Minecraft tab in his thing, which is just. He's just got a Minecraft stuff, which is just mental. You know, he's well, that's probably showing some username shit. He's just like one day he's like saying that like grooming doesn't exist. The next he's fucking beating the Ender Dragon. Like, it's, I mean, sort your fucking life out. Like, I'm being serious. Like, I'm gonna finish this up because I want to watch one more TikTok that really it pissed me off quite a lot.
I made a video not so long ago on why therapy is a scam, and I got one specific woman in my comments who pissed me off that I really wanted to like make a video on her comment. But obviously,
You know, therapy, yeah, fair enough, some people have had mixed reviews. Therapy is ridiculous pricing, and often, they don't quite help you out, and they'll obviously lead you in the wrong way. So, it's fair enough, I suppose.
It was on my other account. She said to me, "You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You have no idea what it's even like to be depressed at all. Are you the fucking depressed police? How the fuck do you have any idea that I don't know what it's even like to be depressed? And even if I had never had depression in my fucking life, it doesn't change the fact that going to therapy is fucking stupid. As fucked up as it might sound, being depressed is actually an active choice. A very
Mate, what the fuck? Like, okay, I don't know. Maybe you have had depression. If you have, I'm sorry to hear that. That's awful. But like, it's different for everyone. For some people, it can have depression, and it's fair enough. It's easy enough. I won't say it's easy enough, but like, maybe going out with friends, doing things like going for a walk, that can really help for a lot of people. And that's great. That if you did have depression and you did something like that helped, that's fair enough. But that being said, like, there are so many people who that doesn't work for. I know people who have done unreversible things because they're depressed, and like, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, there's no point in making this video. You could have just saw the comment, shrugged it off, or even just replied saying, I don't agree with you. But making a full-blown video saying that depression is a choice is just scummy.
few people are in environments so brutal and so volatile where they feel depression and they can never get themselves out of it. Philosophy and a correct way of thinking is what saves everybody from depression. True wise people don't stay depressed for very long.
There are a lot of wise people who are very depressed. A lot. Scholars, painters. Look at, you'd say something like Van Gogh is quite wise. And he has suffered from depression for fucking decades.
A really difficult time and bad things happening in your life and you having a bout of depression as a result of that is normal. I'm talking about the mainly women who end up being depressed for literally their entire fucking lives because they have
I've just paused it.
romanticized their depression so much that
mate, like, yeah, like if my grandmother dies, I'd be quite sad. That's fair enough. But like, that can also cause you long-term depression, where like even smaller things can kind of snowball that into making it worse, it's a medical condition. Like, it is awful. It's an awful thing, and like, just because you haven't gone through long-term depression doesn't mean that no one else has.
they never actually want to get out of the cycle that they're in. They've become addicted to the production of negative fucking hormones that are happening, and they say shit like, "Oh, I have a chemical imbalance." Like, as if to say, that's it for me. My fucking chemicals are imbalanced, therefore I'm going to be depressed forever until I die.
Like, people will think that. Like, when you're depressed, all you think about is being depressed. So, like, could it be exaggeration? Possibly. Could it not be exaggeration? Possibly too. Like, you need to fucking understand this shit, fella.
The chemical imbalance is a result of you being depressed. It's not the fucking cause of your fucking depression. Oh my fucking goodness.
Well, yeah, because like,
and there is this culture where there's a group of people who want to be depressed. They never want to fucking get better. They're the people who go to therapy. They're the people who wallow in self-pity. They form these in-groups.
So they go to therapy, stop being depressed, but they still want to be depressed. Yeah, that makes perfect fucking sense, fella. Like, mate.
Other people who are all collectively depressed together. And nobody really wants to deal with these people because people who are depressed are fucking miserable and they're unintelligent as well.
Miserable? Yes, they are very miserable because that's what depression does. Intelligent? That's just harsh. Like, come on.
Because if you are intelligent, you will tell your mind, stop being depressed, and you'll stop being depressed. Anybody who doubts that that's even possible has such a fucking narrow mind, and I feel bad because these people are spiritually depleted. That's the same reason why you never...
Spiritually depleted. Oh yeah, he's bringing fucking religion. Oh, praise Jesus! He saved me from my depression. Oh, praise him. Like,
see people who are extremely religious or God-fearing going to therapy. It doesn't fucking happen because they have therapy in their own minds when they pray and they talk to God. People who go to therapy, they all have fucking blue hair, and they're mostly women. That alone should tell you.
Bring up blue hair like it's like that's what they always do. Yeah, it's blue hair. They're ruining the world. Fuck you, Marge Simpson. And like, I know many people who are Christian. There are loads of people who are Christian who go to therapy. Like, what do you want about? A lot of therapists could be Christian. Like, it's Ireland. Majority of the population is Christian, including myself. Like,
everything that you need to know, and these people love being depressed. They wouldn't give up being depressed for the world. Even if they got better, they would probably want to go back and be depressed again because it feels...
No. Like, when you're depressed, the only thing you can think about, like I've said this like literally 2 seconds ago, the only thing you can think about is being depressed. Like, you're not going to think, do you know what, yeah, I'm just going to put this on, or, do you know, I really wish I was depressed again. No. Like, I know so many people who were like, they thought, oh man, I can't believe I was depressed for so long, it was a terrible stage of my life.
like it's who they are as a person, because they lack so much fucking character.
Mate, you have a fucking Discord server where you call yourself Emperor and let people say the fucking N-word. You may have fucking character, but that character is just beyond fucked up. Like, I know, I don't mean to attack anyone, but like, it's just, mate, you think you're better than everyone else. You think that because that, like, you're the true voice of the far right, and you can have whatever political view you want. That is your choice, that is your right as an Irish citizen, and I would never ever try and force my political views upon anyone else. Nor have I don't really think I've done that in this video either. I've just talked about how, like, you know, it's really not right to say the N-word or the F-slur. But that being said, you can have your whatever political view you want to have without being a fucking bigot. Like, you know, I would think most far right people, you know, they would not be this extreme. They might think that, like, you know, you're being a bit dramatic if you're depressed. I've seen some people say that on TikTok. All right, but I don't think they'll go out of their way to make a full, like, over almost 2.5 minute video saying how depression isn't real and that people are making it up. Like, also, it's just, yeah, I have nothing else to say, to be honest. Thanks everyone for watching. I just want to say again, I probably will say this in like some disclaimer at the start. I want no one to send any hate. I don't want anyone joining the server, flooding it saying, yo, fuck you guys, you're sick. But I also would not want anyone joining it and partaking in what they're doing either. I think, you know, they have their opinions. I do not agree with their opinions, but it's their opinions. But they also have like some really fucked up shit they've said. So, but like with that being said, I don't want anyone like going out doxing them or anyone. But also, I will say that, so like, if you see this or anyone in Egg server, I don't want anyone to be having a fucking crusade against me. This is my opinion that I am allowed to have as a Irish citizen. So, yeah. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.